franchise is a complex and delicate apparatus. Every little cog or gear or pinion matters, is vital. Whether you're the guy signing the checks, filling out the lineup card, or combing the baseball frontier for talent, the club is counting on you. Expectations are high, and flexibility is a must, because things don't always go as planned. Tough decisions need to be made, and made right. It's no shame to delegate when necessary. Everybody could use a hand now and then. But in the end, it's the guy at the top that gets the credit, or the blame. So when that time comes, when the dust settles and there's only one team left standing, here's hoping it's yours.
Ah, yeah, boys. I can't wait for this. MLB The Show 17 has finally been released, and that means it's time for us to start up our franchise mode with the Oakland Athletics. The president of the Oakland A's, Billy Beane, gave me a call, and he wants me to head on over to Oakland and bring my GM skills to try to help win a World Series championship for the Oakland Athletics. And realistically, there's only one way we can do it. Our finances are horrible here in Oakland. We have one of the worst budgets in the MLB. And if we're going to remain competitive with the richest teams, we have to implement the strategy, philosophy championed by Billy Beane and the Oakland Athletics in 2002, known as MONEYBALL, baby. We got to do some crazy things, pull some strings to remain competitive, and I can do it. I've proven that I'm an incredible general manager in the NHL, so now it's time to try my best in the MLB, boys. So let's start this sucker up. New franchise, live rosters, and here we go. So I've already played this last night. I wanted to make sure I wasn't a complete newbie for our first video, and good news, it's very similar to the franchise mode, which was spectacular in MLB The Show 16. So I already know what I'm doing, okay? And I'm just going to give you guys who are new to this just a quick breakdown of what to expect and what our goals should be. So if you take a look at the right side, the owner expectations, we'll just go down to the Oakland Athletics for right now. The yearly goal. Our yearly goal for year number 1 is to finish over 500. So not the highest expectations here. We're just trying to win more games than we lose. Our contract goal is to reach the postseason. Now, if I sign a contract with the Oakland Athletics, it's going to be a 3-year contract. So in year number 1, we got to finish over 500, but within 3 years, the owners expect us to reach that postseason. Our team budget is $74 million, okay? Now, there's no salary cap like in hockey, boys. This is a budget. If you take a look at the Boston Red Sox, their budget is $165 million, more than double our budget. And that's scouts, that's coaching, that's player salaries, that's everything. The New York Yankees, their team budget, $126 million. The Toronto Blue Jays, $123 million. You go down here again to the Oakland Athletics, $74 million. So we have to find a way to build a World Series champion against teams who have more than double our budget. That's the rough place the Oakland Athletics are in, and that's why we are using Moneyball, boys. Under that, you got team rankings, and look at that. I mean, that's just god-awful. 26th rank on paper when taking into account all the 5 categories. Speed is 23rd, defense is 29th, pitching is 23rd, power is 19th, and contact is 27th. So this team looks horrible on paper. And our minor league affiliates, we got the Nashville Sounds, and hey, look at that, the Midland Rockhounds, beautiful. Team that drafted General Zod. So we're going to select the Oakland Athletics, boys. GM contracts. All right, so I'm going to leave this on. If you turn it off, you can avoid getting fired at the end of 3 years if you don't accomplish your goals. I'm going to leave that on. 3 years is the plan. We've got to figure out a way to get this team into the playoffs, win a championship. Fantasy draft off. Allow legend free agents. It's a cool little option, but we're going to leave that off. Computer roster control. This is cool. If you'd like to keep your rosters up to date, you can actually edit the computer's rosters, their lineups, their players. You can edit their players. It's kind of cool. We're going to leave that off, though. Computer trading, we're going to leave that on. Ignore budgets for trades. We're going to leave that off. I want teams to have to worry about budgets when making trades. Forced trades, we're going to leave that off. And designated hitter, you can make it so that both leagues have a DH. You can have it so both leagues don't have a DH. We're going to leave it on auto, so the AL's got the DH and the NL does not, okay? So, boom, let's start it up. Welcome to the athletics. Please select the tasks you'd like to be responsible for in your franchise. Tasks that are not selected will be handled automatically by your staff. Note, these options can be changed at any time by except blah, 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 blah. Okay, so like I said, I'm already familiar with the franchise mode from last year. And for any new viewers who are not familiar with our NHL GM mode commentaries, basically what we do is we simulate, and it's an interactive series. I pose questions and problems on how we should improve the team, and you guys go nuts in the comment section. So for this series, we got to leave everything on manual because everything is in our control. I need your guys' help for lineups, for rotations. We're not going to have injuries on because the game is already deep enough without injuries, so I'm going to be turning injuries completely off. But scouting and drafting, and then the staff, the 40-man roster, the roster moves, free agency, trades, contracts. This game is so deep. There's so much to do, and there should be plenty of interactivity. That's not the right word. Interactiveness. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Interactivity. Jesus. Okay, so your goal in this mode is to develop your organization into elite status through scouting, training, and roster moves. Choose where you'd like to start your first season, for your first season. So we're going to go to spring training, get the complete experience here, and here we go, boys. We are up and running. So our budget, I just want to show you guys, our budget, we are making $876,000 a week. So we're making profit right now, so we can afford to get some more players in there. We'll get into budget later. Don't worry about that, but it's good to know that we're in the plus. Sponsors, and this is an extra way that we can make a little bit more money, and good to know that I've actually earned some sponsorship. So this Evo Shield Silver sponsorship, every time we get a hit, we will earn $200 or $2,000. So I'll put that, all I have is these two. And this one, New Balance Gold sponsorship, $20,000 for every stolen base. So financially, it may be a goal of ours to target players who can steal bags, because that's 20 grand of a freaking bag. Okay, so I don't know if that will upgrade or update next time I simulate a day, but our budget should increase based on player performance. So I just want to let you guys know, all the NHL players, you know, the difference between franchise mode in MLB and GM mode, or franchise mode in NHL. And this is why I always complain, okay? The speed in which you can do things in this is unbelievable. So watch this. I'll just show you guys a quick example. Say I'm looking at my roster. I have fly through everything in the roster. Say I want to upgrade my pitching. Go to starting pitching. We got Sonny Gray, Sean Manaea, Jesse Hahn. All right, but I want a guy who's maybe 90 plus overall. So watch this. So listen, I'm not even going to show you guys how I do it. I'm just going to quickly go. Player search. All right, starting pitcher all the way down here. Overall min. We'll go to 90 to 99, search, boom. All the pitchers in the game who are 90 plus. How quick did I do that? Could you do that in NHL? Hell no. So Clayton Kershaw, right? Boom. Let's try to trade for him. Make trade. Boom. Right to the trade screen, just like that. And on top of that, say I have no clue what they would want. Suggest trade. All. Boom. The computer, the game, will find trades that the LA Dodgers would be interested in for moving Clayton Kershaw. Now, there's no trades that they'd be interested in acquiring for Clayton Kershaw, right? But let's just go down the list here. Let's put in Jock Pederson. All right, he's only 79 overall. Boom. And suggest a trade. All right, and there you go. So the game is figured out that the Dodgers will trade Jock Pederson in exchange for Sean Doolittle, Henry Sierra, and Stevie Sanders. So you can just move around this game, do things so quickly. Here's another example, right? Go to the calendar. Watch this. This is spring training, so I'm not going to go too far ahead, but watch this. One day. That's right. That's me clicking a button, and it simulates that fast. On top of that, simulated games you can click on, go to view box score, and get all the stats. You can't do that in NHL. If you simulate a game or even play a game, once you're past it, the stats are lost. This game remembers everything. You can have the entire 162 game regular season. Go back to game number 1 and look at the stats. Think that's not that impressive? Watch this. Say I want to do some scouting, some advanced scouting, all right? And I want to take a look at the, Toronto Blue Jays. Oh my God. How about we go to the Toronto Blue Jays schedule? Now we're looking at what the Toronto Blue Jays did. And in this game against the New York Yankees, I can go to box score. I can look at the stats between two computer teams that simulated. Every single game that happens during the regular season, you can go into and look at the box score. So this is why this GM mode has the potential to be so much better with the numbers, with the detail, with the depth. I mean, forget about it, man. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, and look at that. Our cash flow has gone up to 991,000 a week because of those new sponsors. So beautiful. All right, so that's all that taken care of. We're going to go into the roster here and give you guys a quick breakdown of our roster and who we have. Sonny Gray. Okay, so our starting pitcher, our ace, Sonny Gray, he's at $3.6 million for another year. Yeah, everybody's on a one-year contract. I'm gonna have to maybe think about trading away Sonny Gray, boys. There's his individual stats. For anyone new to this, it's going to be real complicated. I'm not going to go through it all. You just have to get used to it, okay? Quirks, player morale. Okay, so here's the cool thing about player morale, and I feel like morale is done so well in this game compared to NHL. So Sonny Gray is actually an 81 overall player. He's playing like an 84 right now, and it'll say 84 everywhere, right? But the reason he's an 84 is because his chemistry right now, he's very happy playing in Oakland. Look at the team role. His expectation is rotation, but we have him as the ace. Now, how you change that? Watch this, player rotation, right? Let me take Sonny Gray out of the ace position, and I'll put him as a reliever, right? Jesse Hahn now is in there. Now, Sonny Gray is not in the lineup. Let me go back to manage roster. Sonny Gray. Now, is he still listed? See how that? See now he's his rotation expectation, his status is bullpen, so it contributes a negative factor to his chemistry. It's still not bringing him down from 84 overall because his contract, he's happy with his contract. His coaching, top tier. B, region none, team performance none, league or individual performance league average, and injury healthy. So you know what? Sonny Gray's a really easy player to keep happy. But this is what I mean about chemistry. There are players who, you know, you can't get 3 aces on your team and all of them expect to be aces. Some guys will get angry, but their morale doesn't go up or go down throughout the course of the year. They stay put, so you know exactly how to create a team for chemistry. You know exactly which players will not work on your team and you have to trade them away. They stay there. So I love how chemistry is done in this game. So let me just go back to pitching rotation and go back to Sonny Gray right there, okay? So we're just going to go through the roster here. Sonny Gray, Sean Manaea, potential A. Ooh, damn. Gonna have to play this guy. And for any baseball experts out there, man, I don't watch too much baseball, so I'm going to be butchering names all over the place. Certain stats, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but this game is so good that it's turned me into a believer, so I'm playing it. So deal with it, all right? So there are all of our pitchers. Let me just look for the high potential guys. This guy right here, Jarrell Cotton, his A potential. These guys are the ones I may be trading to acquire players because we're not going to be tanking. It's not like the NHL. We got to acquire players to make those to finish above 500 for this year. Relief pitchers, we got Sean Doolittle, 86, 30 years of age. Ryan Dahl, any high potential. This guy's 36. Santiago Castillo, we can maybe trade away him. Any good potential players? 27, okay. Closing pitchers, we got Ryan Madison. So all these guys were 36. I mean, what, he's got 1 year left? 2 years left. I might want to trade these guys. But this is where you guys get involved. What should we do here? Steven Vaught for catchers. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Walter Chang. That's a good prospect catcher right there. Look at that. A 71 overall against lefties. He's already great. He's bats right-handed. His defensive stats for a catcher could be better. But what is he? 24 years of age? Yeah, you could see some nice growth right there. First baseman, Mark Canha. Man, I'm probably butchering all these names, man. Ooh, and look at that. Matt Olson. He's 23 years of age, 60 overall, but he's got that A potential. And look at his power. 60 and 56. That's a good base for him to grow. So I'll have to keep an eye on him. Second baseman, Henry Sierra. Is that our... Oh, geez, he's not that great. This team is not good at all, boys. Joey Wendell, okay. Third base, we got Ryan Healy, 25, 78 overall, A potential. Oh, yeah, this guy, he's got the potential to be a good hitter as well. That power versus lefties. What about Trevor Plouffe? Yeah, geez, this team has got nobody on it. What about this guy, Renato Nunez? He's an A as well. So it seems like the Oakland Athletics, they got a young team. All their players right now who are MLB ready. I mean, this is the shortstop. He's a good hitter against lefties, but his defensive stats as a shortstop, not the greatest right there. Jed Lowry, okay, utility player. Chad Pinder, Crush Davis. Okay, good. So Chris Davis, we got some power right there. This guy could hit number 4 for us. Carlos Hernandez. Yeah, this team is bad, boys. Lewis Woodson, he's already 27 years of age. A potential. I don't know if he's going to grow. Rajah Davis, he's 36. I think the first thing we got to do is trade away these guys who are older. Man, we got nobody on this team. All right. So there is the roster, boys. Any experts who know this game more than I do. You now know what we have and what we don't have, so go nuts in the comment section. Let me just bring this back up again, standings. All right, so the Athletics, yeah, we are 25th in the league. You look at the top right. So my goal in this video, I'm going to start acquiring some players that have low contracts and try to get us into a place where we can at least be competitive, because that defense at 30, pitching at 19 and contact at 29, we're not going to be above 500. So we're going to have to make some trades before we even start up spring training here, okay? But before we do all that, before we start working on our roster, we have to make sure that we have the right coaching staff, okay? So that's right, boys. It's time to hire and fire coaches. Now let's see all these guys. Yeah, these guys are crap. So you can see their attribute grade. It's a certain letter, B. This guy's got a C, C, C. I want to get all the guys with A's. And then they also have individual stats that help out every single player. So if you have this guy, Bob Melvin, as your coach, every player has a +3 in their plate discipline. But they have a -1 for speed and a -3 for bunting. So we don't need that. Now, our staff salary, if I start firing people, that's going to be a lot. It's going to total $7 million to fire this guy. Ah, crap, man. We don't have money to spend. But is there better coaches out there? I know from the last game you have to get good coaches if you want to simulate well. Let's see here. Any good A coaches? There's an A coach right there. 3+ arm accuracy. 3+ plate discipline. Carlos McInnes. Anybody else? Let's see. There's an A. 2+ speed, 3+ blocking, 2+ bunting, but -3 to Ks over 9 innings. That's not good. Let's see. There's 2 A's so far. And this helps out with morale. There's some guys who have a preference on coaching. And if you, like, I think, what's his name? Sonny Gray did. I think if we get a coach or a pitching coach with A, Sonny Gray might even turn into an 85, 86. So I think it's down between these two coaches, all right? Dirk Downs, 2+ speed, 2+ blocking, -3 Ks, or let's see, this guy, -1 fielding, -1 to home runs, arm accuracy, plate discipline. Arm accuracy and plate discipline. Which one do I take? Which one do I take? Let's see, speed, blocking, and bunting. You know what? I'm going to take the other guy. Yeah, because blocking and bunting, but plate discipline, arm accuracy, and then only -1 to fielding and home runs over 9s compared to -3 to the Ks over 9s. So we're going to go with Carlos McGinnis as our head coach. It's going to cost us $7 million to buy out our head coach. We shouldn't be doing this, but I have to do it, boys. If we're going to make those playoffs, I need a better coach, and I only got 3 years. I can't have this goofball as our manager. All right, boom, make an offer. All right, so 3 years sounds good. He wants 2.7 per year. Let's see if I can get him at 2.5. There you go. Boom. He's accepted our offer. All right. So, boys, we have our new manager, Carlos McGinnis. He is an A attribute. Beautiful. So, next up, we got a hitting coach. This guy's a C. -1 for batting clutch. -3 for power. -2 for bunting. Get the hell out of here. He's going to be hurting our team, not helping it. So, boys, I have arranged my clubhouse, my managers, my hitting coach, pitching coach, first and third base coaches, the way I want them for the 3-year run here in Oakland, okay? Got to start off somewhere. Now, what's our budget looking like now? Our budget, we're still at $927,000 per week, so we're okay. Next up, we have to do scouting. If we're going to make this team great for year number 3, we got to bring in the right players. Oh, do I not? Is it contracts? There we go, scouts. So you can have 4 scouts on your team, boys. Here are my 4 scouts. This guy's making $41K a week, $76K a week, $49, and $60. You can see all the stats. We really don't have anyone that's a stud here. And here are all the available scouts out there. So, there's some good ones. This guy, Cameron from the Central. Is there any good guys from the West? Because they do better in the region that they're from. And I'd like to get guys who are from the West because we're in the West, and then that would improve their chemistry, right? So, doesn't look like it. I want to get this guy for sure, Cameron. How much does he want per week? 127 per week. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it. Got to put money into building up this squad. So there it is. Boom, right there. So there is Brian Cameron as our first scout. Got him on the team. Next up, we got Alvin Anderson. Oh, yeah, I have to. He's way too good. Got to get this guy in the squad as well. Boom. Very nice. Next up, let's see. Position players. This guy would be great for searching pitchers. Not great for position players. Yeah, you know what? I'll grab this guy, Gouch, just for pitchers, though. You can see his position players, not great, but efficiency and discovery. And for pitchers, that would be fine. So we will go, yeah, right there. Boom. And then last but not least, what's this guy? His pitchers is 97, efficiency and discovery. If I could just find somebody with, like, efficiency and discovery, there you go. Pitches, yeah. You know what? I'll leave that guy. I'll leave this guy right here. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, so there are our new scouts. We have our managers, and now we can officially start to build up this team. So, boys, I don't want to waste your time looking for specific players. We have a lot of trades to do. Let me go ahead and do some pre-scouting, and I'll bring it back with the trades. Hang on. Okay, boys, we got our first trade on the table. I'm trading away Rajah Davis, 36 years of age, B potential, 84 overall. He can still get it done, but at 36, you know, I need to trade away these older players. And this game, you know, when they get up there in age, you'll see him by the end of the year. He'll be like 78 overall, okay? He's not going to help us. He's very fast. He's got some decent stats, but I have better ideas for the outfield, okay? And he's got some good trade value on him right now. So we're going to trade him to the Los Angeles Angels in exchange for the left fielder Ben Revere. The reason I want Ben Revere is his contact is much better against righties and lefties. His vision is up there 95, so a great leadoff man. His fielding is up there at 80, reaction 86, and his speed is up there as well. And he's only what is it, 28? Yeah, 28 years of age. And what's his contract? Hang on. 1 year left at $2.1 million. So it's less than Rajah Davis. He's younger, and I think that he's just a better player. I think for simulating. Davis may have more power, maybe have more clutch, and arm strength. That's where he gets it, and he tops off the speed. But I'm okay with a weaker arm strength left fielder as long as he's got that speed in the fielding, okay? So we're going to go with Ben Revere, and I'm also going to pick up a relief pitcher, Mike Morin. This guy's got decent stats. Mid to high 60s in every single category. And I should have showed you this with Ben Revere. When you take a look at their morale, a trade to Oakland is not going to hurt him. He's fine with the bullpen. He's fine with his contract. His coaching, he actually wants top tier, so he'll actually get even happier playing here in Oakland. And same thing with, Ben Revere. You take a look at his chemistry. He'll be fine. His expectation is a platoon player. He'll be a star on our team as the leadoff man. Coaching, everything. So he'll be a happy player as well. So Ben Revere and Mike Morin in exchange for Rajah Davis. Boom, baby. Sounds good. We'll accept that trade. So there is trade number 1. We're not stopping there, boys. Next one. Okay, boys, we got another one. We're trading our third baseman, Trevor Plouffe, whatever his name is, our center fielder, Nick Vogel, and a catcher, Bruce Maxwell, to the Cleveland Indians in exchange for third baseman, Jose Ramirez, and a relief pitcher. I really wanted a third baseman who can just do it all. This guy, his arm strength could be a little bit better. His arm accuracy could be a little bit better for a third baseman, but his speed up there at 80, and I'm trying to get my contact up there. We saw the rankings. Our contact was horrible. I don't think there's any way that I can acquire power hitting because that trade value is just way too much. But a player like this, his contact is up there. His vision is up there. You know, we're going to turn into a speedy defensive contact hitting team. That's how I think that we can win games. So we are going to acquire Jose Ramirez, and the relief pitcher is Leonardo Rosario. He's 20 years of age with a potential of C, 61 overall, okay? Definitely interested in making this deal. Gadoosh. There it is. There's trade number 2. Oh, we're only getting started, boys. Hang on. So here it is, boys. Another trade with 2 catchers involved. We're trading away Stephen Vogt, whatever his name is. I don't even know how to pronounce that, who is 84 overall, but realistically, he's an 80 overall. He's just, he loves playing here in Oakland, right? But his stats, I mean, he's a great hitter against righties, it looks like. His discipline, his clutch is up there. But other than that, you know, I'm not liking his fielding as a catcher, and that reaction time, it could be a little bit better. So I'm going to trade away Voigt and just two guys who are crap. I mean, Matt McBride, 65 overall, and Jose Garcia, I think he was all the way down here. Hang on. There he is. 24 years of age, 53 overall, but D potential. In exchange for JT Real Muto from from the Miami Marlins. The reason I want this guy, again, the power goes down, but the contact versus righty up to 78, the contact versus lefties 68, which is great. Vision 73, so putting the bat on the ball. Discipline's a little bit low, so it might strike out, but the fielding 74, arm strength and arm accuracy much better, reaction, blocking, and his speed up there at 57. Now, the great thing about Real Muto is that he's not happy right now, and the only reason he's not happy is because of his current contract. He feels he should be getting paid $1.7 million. He's actually only getting paid $740,000. So that is upsetting his chemistry. Other than that, he just wants to be healthy and his individual performance, the league average. So I can't make him happy for this year, but he's only got 1 year left, and it's a cheap deal, which means that next year I can give him a good deal, and I can make him play like an 82, 83, 84 overall, considering that he's still young. He can continue to grow, right? So he'll be up there where Stephen Voigt is in a year or so, and he's 26 compared to Voigt, who's 32. And I think he's already the better hitter. Yeah, he's already a way better hitter. May not have the power, but the contact is there. So I'm going to do it, boys. Real Muto for Voigt, McBride, and Garcia. Good sounds like a good deal to us. All right, so we're not done. Next up, here we go again, boys. From the St. Louis Cardinals, I would like to acquire Stephen Piscotty. However you pronounce his name, there are his individual stats. Our outfield was looking horrible. We already picked up Ben Revere in left fields. This guy would be a good right fielder. He doesn't quite have that speed. Speed is at 55, but his arm strength and arm accuracy is decent for a right fielder. It's not overpowering, but I'm getting him for that contact. The contact versus righties is at 72. Contact versus lefties is at 81. He's got some power, so I can use this guy as a power hitter against left-handed pitchers. His discipline and his clutch is at 96. So this guy's great at hitting with runners in or on in scoring position on first base, all that stuff. So we are going to pick up, and he's only 1 year at less than $1 million. So that Moneyball tactic, we need to bring in cheap players. And in exchange, we're giving up a center fielder, Alejandro De Aza. We're giving up a shortstop rookie prospect. This one was a rough one. 25 years of age, B potential, but it could be a high B. It could be like 88, 89 because his trade value was up there. He's already got decent speed for a shortstop. I mean, 65 is not horrible if he turns into a great hitter. The fielding's up there at 75, but because he's 65 overall with B potential, you could see some really good growth out of him. So that's a tough one to let go, considering we don't really have, this guy Marcus Semien, he could grow as well, but it could also be a low B, so I don't know what to make of that. But the other guys' defensive stats were already better. Chad Pinder was already a better fielding and arm strength and arm accuracy. Let's see, Semien arm accuracy. Yeah, Semien. What's his name? Pinder's already better. So that's a rough one right there. But we have to bring in some players, and then a catcher, our backup, Josh Fagley, he's a really good hitter against lefties as well. You could use him for power. So 2 players, arm strength and blocking, yeah, but we already have JT Realmuto, and I can pick up a backup. Not a backup, but a secondary catcher. All the damn hockey terminology is going to be coming out, boys. So Stephen Piscotty for these 3. Yeah, baby. Sounds like a good deal. We'll accept that trade. All right, we're getting to the halfway mark. Next up. Okay, so now we got a big one. This one is sure to stir up some controversy. I'm trading away a top 50 prospect down there in AA, Renato Nunez. Okay, now this one's rough because he's only 22 years of age with A potential. A potential means 90 overall or better. Okay, this guy, he is going to have a very bright future, but we already have Ryan Healy, who's also got A potential. He's 3 years older, and he's 78 overall. Okay, now when you're comparing these two stats, I like Ryan Healy's vision. Power guys with low vision kind of sucks because they just can't get that bat on the ball, right? And his discipline is low, clutch is low. He's got good power, but Ryan Healy's much more rounded on those hitting stats, and his arm strength and arm accuracy, 73, 71. This guy's at 67, 69. Now, he can still grow, right? But here's another reason I decided to go with Renato Nunez. If I take him off, watch the trade value. Nunez, it just evens out. They're just interested in making the deal. If I go Ryan Healy, oh man, they're really interested in making the deal. So Healy's got more trade value than Nunez. So I'm gonna take a choice. I'm gonna make a choice here, and I'm gonna trade away our young prospect third baseman Renato Nunez in exchange for a center fielder to bring our outfield together, Jake Marisnick. If you take a look at his individual stats. Not the greatest hitter, but I'm not picking him up for hitting. I'm picking him up for his defense and his speed. Fielding, arm strength, arm accuracy, reaction, great in center field, and he's also got speed to get around there. And his hitting, I can always train him to become a better hitter because he's got B potential. He's only 26 years of age. B potential means between 80 and 89, so even if he only goes to an 80, I might be able to get that contact versus lefties and righties above, I don't know, maybe above 60. So if we can do that, I think that'll be a solid player. But like I said, boys, we can't acquire power. That would take way too much. But what I can do is acquire speed, defense, and fielding. And Jake Marisnick is, or Maresnick, or butchering names, is perfect for us, okay? So, boom! There it is. That's a big one. I know you guys are going to have something to say about that. Let's do another one. Hang on. All right, so we got the next trade. It's a smaller one. There are more utility players than anything, but still, I feel like it's going to help out our team. First, we're trading away Adam Rosales. This guy, third baseman. We don't need him just because we picked up Jose Ramirez, and we're going to go with Ryan Healy. I'd like to see him play in the MLB this year, so we got a third. And this guy's making almost $3 million per year, so we're going to trade him. Our second baseman, who's another top 50 prospect, he's not ready to go this year, and his stats, I mean, I'm not crazy about anything there. It's not like his contact is taking off, and we don't have time to wait, and his vision, his discipline is way down there, his defensive stats, so might as well move on from him, bring in somebody else, and also a relief pitcher, and this one was tough. I don't like trading away young pitchers with C or better potential, but I need to make this trade go through. Jorge Trulio, 20 years of age, C potential, 66. C potential is between 70 and 79 for anyone who's wondering. And in exchange, we're going to pick up Austin Hedges. This guy can be our secondary catcher. His hitting is crap, but he's 71 overall with B potential, 24, so I could improve that. But I'm picking him up for his defensive categories. He can go in there if, say, Real Muto gets on base and we need a pinch runner. We tie up the game, then Austin Hedges can come in there for the defense there in the next inning, okay? So Austin Hedges. Then we also got Corey Spangenberg. The reason I'm picking this guy up is because we don't have a second baseman. Like, I'd love to get somebody better, but Henry Sierra, I mean, he's not good at all. Arm strength is the only thing that's decent, but you don't need a strongest arm if you're a second baseman. You need that if you're a third baseman or a shortstop. So I'd rather pick up Corey Spangenberg, who his contact is at 70 or 72 for both categories. His vision, discipline, and clutch is good, so he'll be a fine hitter, and his fielding is above 70. His arm strength and arm accuracy, not the greatest, but like I said, second baseman. And if you look at the top, his secondary positions, this guy can play third base, center field, left field, right field, so utility player, like I said. And we're also going to bring in the upgrade from the relief pitcher, Kevin Quackenbush. His individual stats, not the greatest, but you may see him grow, and I need some pitchers to come into this team anyways, all right? So, they're interested in the deal. Gadoosh. There it is, boys. And we have one more trade to go. Hang on. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to trade away this veteran relief pitcher. He's 36 years of age, Santiago Casilla, just because I know he's going to drop off by the time the end of the year comes around, and even though those stats look good right now, in a month or two from now when he drops to 78, it won't be, and he's got some trade value. So I'll trade away a Casilla, closing pitcher, this guy Ricky Sandoval, who's nothing special, just putting him in there for the trade, and also relief pitcher all the way to relief pitchers, Steven Julio, again 27 years of age, a D potential, nothing spectacular, in exchange for a closing pitcher who's only 20 with C potential, 67 overall. He throws left-handed. I love that hitting over 9 stats. We'll see if this guy can grow or not. If not, he can just play in AA or AAA. But this trade, I'm going for this guy, the center fielder, Oliver Rodriguez. Now, I know what you're saying. What the hell? D potential, 68 overall. The reason I'm getting this guy is because I'm thinking about players I need to have on the bench. If you take a look at his individual stats, okay, he's a crap hitter, right? But I need a pinch runner and I need a defensive substitution for the outfield. This guy can play left field, center field, and right field. Look at the fielding, 81. Arm strength, 80, so he can whip the ball from any position. Arm accuracy, 73. Reaction, 76. So he's a tank in the outfield, and he's a speedmeister as well, 93. Stealing, 80. 80, so a pinch runner. So you put that in the outfield, that'll be a guy who can track that ball down, defensive situations. Even though he's only 68 overall, this is the great thing about this game. There's so many different roles, you know? You can get a guy who's 68 and he can have a spot on your team. And also, if I put him, like, where's his chemistry? It doesn't even show me his chemistry because he's a prospect. I think he'll even grow to like a 71, 72 for playing in the MLB, all right? So we are definitely interested in making this deal. Good douche. There it is. So, boys, a lot of trades for this team before we even simulate a game. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've played it before in MLB The Show 16, and that rank, you got to get it up there. Now, hang on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll do all this later. I'll do all this later. 7 trades. Now, if we go to the standings, if I take a look at the Athletics now, there you go. We are no longer, what was it, 29th in the league, 26th in the league, 17th in the league now, our rank. Our speed is 13th. Our defense is 18th. Our pitching is 18th. Our power is 17th. And our contact is 15th. So, still nothing great. All right, but it's much better, and we've used the Moneyball strategy to bring in guys who get on base who are not worth that much, okay? So there are the trades. Now, let's see what else do I have to do. There's tons I need to do. Morale. It'll show you the morale for everyone. Is there anyone angry on this team? Let's see. Ooh, there are some angry players. JT Realmuto and Jose Ramirez. Why is Ramirez angry again? He's on the bench, that's why. But don't worry, it's not like their morale will go down like NHL where you can't recover. It's just, it'll go right back as soon as I put him on the bench. It doesn't affect his growth or anything. It's just a, it's not flexible. Like, it's stuck there. What's the word I was looking for there? What's flex? Unflex? No. Shit, you know what? Never mind. Let's just go with it. So that's that all taken care of. Our budget now is at $1.24 million per week because of the trades we made. We unloaded those expensive players. And now training, okay? So here's another thing that I would love to see in NHL. The ability to tell your players where to put their time in training. So if you have rookies who you know are going to grow, you can tell them to grow in specific areas, all right? So I'm going to have a lot of these guys on auto not training, auto, hang on. I don't want you auto not training. I don't know why it's all there right now. But there are specific players like our rookies that I want to tell them to, oh man. I want them, why is it all on? Is there any way to, I mean, it says auto not training. I know we're in spring training, but I want you guys to be training. Maybe this is just default. Shit, I don't want to go through all this. AAA. Let me just, all the top guys, hang on, 70, go to all the guys who are in like the 60s, make sure it's on auto. But even the rookies then as well. You know what? Screw this. Power video editing. Okay, done and done. Took a little bit longer. It may not have mattered, but I just want to make sure that if we can get some growth in spring training, I'll take it. So let's go through this and just, I want to target the players that have great potential. So Sean Manaea, this guy, he's 25, but he's got a potential. So you could see some great growth out of him. Now, where does he need the growth? Let's see. It's telling him auto pitch simulated games to increase his clutch. I think with this guy, I want to increase the 4 categories, the hits, Ks, walks, and home runs over 9 innings. You'll see him really simulate well if we get those up there, okay? So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. I wish I could tell their potential from here. Is there anyone? There's a bunch of guys. Rookie. Does it say? See, there was 2 guys that I had B potential, A potential. This guy, Emery Bloom. We'll send, yeah, it's already going to the right staff for that. Yeah, this guy's potential as well. All right, so they look like they already got those guys. I'm not going to worry about training the rookies. I'll just worry about training the guys in the MLB, okay? So that's all of that. Relief pitchers, I don't have anybody who's coming up. Closing pitchers, Ryan Madison. All right, so catchers, Realmuto. Where do I want him to put his stats into? Let's see. If he's a catcher, get a little bit more power. Discipline. If I can get his plate discipline up there, he'll be an outstanding hitter. So let's improve his plate discipline, which will also improve his vision and the clutch. Yeah, and it's already going on that the right way. So auto hitting coach session. I just want to make sure it's on there so it stays there. Hitting coach session. All right. Austin Hedges. This is the catcher with the really good defensive stats. Yes, the game already knows. We're going to put it into the, what is it called? Batting cages for contact versus lefties and the righties, okay? Walter Chang, this guy is the catcher down there in the minors. Power, we're going to put the power up there. You know what? I'll let the computer take that. First baseman, Mark Hanna, Yonder Alonso, Matt Olson. Matt Olson's one that I want. Let the computer do that. Second base, all right, Corey Spangenberg. Third base, all right, Jose Ramirez. They're going for power. Yeah, power wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what? I want to go for arm strength and arm accuracy with Jose Ramirez. I feel like he's already a good hitter, but if he's going to play third base, I need him to get that arm strength and accuracy above 75. Ryan Healy. Now, here's the interesting one. This guy is the stud third baseman that we're hoping grows. Now, they're saying it increases vision, discipline, and clutch. Yeah, the discipline would help out. And this guy's secondary position is first base. I could go back and forth between Canna and him. But I wanted him to hit better as well. No, you know what? This guy's 225, 6'5". Let's raise this guy's power. All right, his vision is already up there. Discipline. Let's get the power up there. Weight room, okay? Because we don't have too many power hitters on this team. Shortstop. All right, can't worry about these guys. Crush Davis. All right, we're not gonna worry about him. He's already growing. All right. Jake Marisnik. Yes, I want Marisnik to grow. Where are they saying? Vision? No. Contact. Batting cages. There it is. Oliver Rodriguez. Don't worry about him. We'll go for contact just in case. He's not going to grow, though. Steven Piscotty. Power. Yeah, that sounds good, and that's everyone. Okay, so there is the training for the players that I wanted to target. Acquisition, scouting, transactions, league, statistics. I think we're good. I think we got everything. Okay, boys, so there are the first trades that we've made. I want to hear you guys go nuts in the comment section. Anything and everything. But the great thing about the baseball season is that, we can take it slow, make trades, and actually play some games because I'm going to show you guys what this critical situation feature is all about. Before we do that, though, let us just get spring training done, okay? So let's just simulate. The Athletics do not have 4 lineups. Okay, so I got to do that. Let me just go to auto fix all lineups for right now. I'll fix it once we get into spring training, okay? So auto fix lineups. Boom. Let's just see how we simulate here. All right, so is there anything that popped up? No, nothing that popped up. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, we're winning some games here. Okay, keep on going. Win. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Now, it's only spring training, but the Oakland Athletics are 12-6. Oh, Billy Bean, Moneyball strategy, boys. Let's keep on going here. Man, we're winning games! This is great. And maybe the team is getting hot. Crush, I can't even talk. Crush Davis is cold right now. This is what I mean. You got to use spring training for the right ways. Has our third baseman, Ryan Healy, begun to grow at all? No. So the training in spring training, I don't think works. Let's just continue, and we will finish up spring training, hopefully on a good run. 12 losses in total. So 19-12 for the Oakland Athletics in spring training. I like it, boys. So advance the day. Boom. Welcome to the 2017 MLB regular season. All right, so we got some messages here. Acquisitions. What are they saying? Scouting. What is this? Scouting is essential for you to draft successfully and build a perennial World Series contender. Visit scouting from franchise home to start discovering players. And boys, scouting in this game is far superior to NHL, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go for discovery and efficiency right now. So this guy, Cameron. Now, chemistry has a lot to do with the way I scout. I try to find people who are born near the city that the team you're playing for, the team that you're controlling. So with the Oakland Athletics, I want to find people in the West who are from California, okay? So this guy, Cameron, he's great at finding pitchers. So I'm going to go for a pitcher, right-handed pitcher, sure, velocity, and I want him to go out to the West, all right? So he's going to come back, let me know about any pitchers with velocity in the West that he can find. The next guy, discovery, this guy, I'm going to go pitchers again, positional players. Damn, didn't really find, I could use another scout that has better positional players, discovery. Yeah, I'll just have to go this guy. All right, so this guy, what do we need? We have the outfields. Let's just start it slow, okay? We'll go outfields, contact, and power as your primary and secondary skill. And again, the West. I'm just going to be searching the West for right now. And then the other 2 scouts, I'm going to use them to continue to scout up the players that are already available. I'd be willing to bet we have a pretty good draft pick this year. I don't know where the Oakland Athletics finished last season, but all these players we've scouted, but the accuracy is not there. So let's get the guys with the MLB ETA of 18 or 19. So they're players who are coming into the league. There you go. This guy, 19. All right. And I will tell our scout to uncover him. So assign R. Escobar to scout J. Merchant. And there you go. So he's going to scout that guy. And this guy, G. Couch, you are going to scout this guy, George Bunty, all right? So you can either tell your scouts to discover more players, or once you've discovered the players that you want, you can use the scouts to, just specifically scout that one player to figure out exactly what they're all about. It's really cool. I love the scouting in this game. There's many different choices that you can make. So there's the scouting, there's the coaching, there's the players, there's everything. Now we just got to take a look at the roster, the 40-man roster. Is there anyone that they forgot to bring up? Okay, so Ben Revere has to come up to AAA. Let me just make sure the options are on the right thing here, okay? So user settings, mode-specific options. Yeah, everything's on manual. So when I went to auto, it just did it for me, but I can easily just go back. And gameplay options, just to let everyone know, all-star, all right, for hitting, and all-star for pitching. There it is. Okay, very good. And where's injuries? Hang on. Injuries are off. Good. So we are good to go. Apply those changes, and let's start this sucker up. So, manage roster. All right. Well, we'll start this off. Yeah, you know what? I might as well do this with you guys so you can see it all. So, starting pitchers. We got Sonny Gray, Jesse Hahn, Sean Manaea, Daniel Mengden, and Chris Bassett. Those are going to be our 5 starting pitchers. In AAA, we got this guy. Now, why we got this guy starting in AAA? Andrew Tiggs, I guess because he's got good potential. And Jarrell Cotton. Okay, so I'll let these guys decide where the AHL and AAA players should play. If you guys notice anything, let me know. Over the course of the season, it will give me updates on who should come up or not. There is the relief. How many do we got? We got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. So 6 relief pitchers. And the closing pitchers, we got Ryan Madison. All right, catchers, it's going to be JT Realmuto and Austin Hedges. First baseman, we got Mark Hanna, Yonder Alonso. No, I'm not going to have Alonso up here. So Alonso, you're going to be sent down to AAA. There you go. It's going to be using one of his minor league moves. How many moves do I have? Hang on, do I got 3? I've used 1, 2 of 3 used, or 2 of 3 used, so it might only have 1 more. Well, whatever. Move to AAA. Yeah, there it is. So Alonso's down there in AAA. That will allow me to bring up the players that I want. So Diggs, Spangenberg is up here, Ryan Healy, Jose Ramirez is up here, Marcus Seaman, Jed Lowry is up here, yep. Crush Davis, Ben Rivey, he's got to get up here, all right? So move to the MLB. There it is. So Ben Revere is up here. All right, Jake Marisnik, Steven Piscotty. Okay, so Matt Joyce, I didn't want him. So you're going to go back down to AAA. Boom. And Oliver. I keep saying Olivier. This is from my GM mode. Olivier Rodriguez. This is Oliver Rodriguez. This guy's going to come up and be a defensive substitution for us. All right, move to the MLB. He's not currently a part of my 40-man roster. Add to the 40-man roster. Kadoosh. All right, and move to the MLB. Boom! So there is our team, boys. It's ready to go. I'm going to go back to not free agents. Oh, shit. I didn't even take a look at free agents. There might have been some players available. Well, you guys can look at that for the next one. Whatever. Where did I want to go? Where do I want to go? Yes. So our team now, still 19th, but look at our speed. We are the fastest team in the MLB now. Because I dropped certain players down to AAA, the game is only taking into account the 25 players that are currently on the MLB roster. We're the fastest team in the MLB. Our defense is 10th. Our pitching is 15th. Our power is crap, but our contact is 14th. So I'm hoping that speed, it might be a difference maker for us. Probably not, but you never know. So manage roster, we got all of that taken care of. Now the pitching rotation. Our ace is going to be Sonny Gray, who's now an 86. Oh, and look at that. I didn't even notice this. So remember, he was 84 to start the video. Remember our coaching? Top tier was his expectation, but our status was only B, so he was just happy with that. Because we got that new pitching coach with the status of A, that means that we've satisfied Sonny Gray's expectation of coaching, which means he's playing even better. So you see how the chemistry works in this game? It's beautiful. So Sonny Gray is now an 86, Jesse Hahn, 81, Sean Manaea, 79. Ooh, Sean Manaea has already gotten some growth. Hitting over 9 innings and walks over 9 innings, +2 and +1. Might have just been from spring training or just the regular training. And then we got Megden and Chris Bassett, all right. In the bullpen, we got Ryan Madison, Mike Morin, Sean Doolittle, Liam Hendricks, all right, Ryan Dahl, Quackenbush. Why is Hendricks, I thought he was an 84. Let's see, is he angry? No, he's an 82. Bullpen. Yeah, no, he's in the bullpen. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is right now. Okay, that looks good to me. If you guys think that we should arrange it differently, let me know. And then the starting lineup. Okay, more power of video editing because I would like to go through this. So give me one more second. Okay, boys, here are the lineups the way I see them. And this is where you guys really need to chime in. I'm not some knowledgeable baseball fanatic who knows how to arrange the lineup perfectly, okay? So if you see something wrong, let me know. I got them pretty similar for all the 4 lineups versus right-handed pitchers with the DH, without the DH, same thing with lefties, DH, lefties without the DH. So I got Ben Revere as our leadoff hitter. The reason I do that is because you take a look at his individual stats. He's got the speed, he's got the vision, he's got the contact. Get on base, baby. Now when he's on base, we're going to go with the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez, who's got great contact as well, vision, and his clutch is up there at 78, which is hitting when there are runners on the base. Same thing with Ben Revere. So both of these guys could kind of be, you could go with this guy as the leadoff, but I went with Ben Revere because he was faster. Third, you got Mark Canha, who against righties is going to be our number 3 hitter, but against lefties he's going to be sitting out. The reason being is because Ryan Healy would be much better against lefties, and his secondary position is first base. So against righties we got Canha in there at first, and against lefties we got Ryan Healy, and also against lefties we can use our shortstop Marcus Seaman as the number 3 hitter because he's got great contact and great power. So this guy can go in there against lefties, okay? After that, we're going to go with Chris Davis. He's going to blast it, hopefully. I don't know if the power guy should be at number 4 or number 5. At number 5, we got Steven Piscotty. His clutch is there at 96, so hopefully he can just clean up the bags. Followed up by the rest of our team, Corey Spangenberg. We got JT Realmuto, and Marcus Seaman is down here just because against righties he's not the greatest. And Jake Marisnick, it doesn't matter what we're up against. This guy is going to be hitting last. His speed he can get on, and then Ben Revere with Marisnick on first. That could be nice. All right, so righties versus righties with the DH. No DH, lefties DH, lefties no DH. If you guys see something, you let me know. And on the bench, we got Ryan Healy against righties. Remember, against lefties, he'll be playing first, so a pinch hit situation. That'll be nice for him. We got Oliver Rodriguez, the defensive substitution and the pinch runner. We also have Jed Lowry. I didn't explain to you why I kept this guy. He's not a bad pinch hitter, especially because he's a switch hitter, and against lefties, he'd be pretty good. But the reason I'm keeping him is because he's a utility guy. He's a shortstop who can also play second base and third base, and his defense 75, 75, 80, 72. So it doesn't matter who I need or who has to come out. Jed Lowry can go in there, and then Austin Hedges, who is the defensive substitution for our catcher. Okay, so don't really have some crazy bench with a pinch hit or with pinch hit beasts, but I think we got a good team here, man. I do. So let's just, before we start the simulation, I just want to check out the morale with everything that we just did. Is there anyone angry on this team still? I think everyone is at least happy. JT Realmuto is the only guy who's kind of unhappy. All right, it's just because of his contract. He's not getting paid what he believes he should be getting paid. I wish I could buy him out and then just sign him again. I don't think you can do that. So boys, enough talking. Let's get to the juice, or the meat with the juice. What the hell? Let's get to the meat of this franchise mode, which is the actual simulation. Now we're gonna turn critical situations on, and this is something EA that you guys should do. This is so cool. So let's go to calendar. All right, one game at a time here, and the first game of the season we lose 7-3. All right, I think we got some. Yeah, we do. We have some notifications here. Let's see. Manage roster. You can handle. Yeah. Is it just tutorial stuff right now? Yeah, coaching. Yeah, I've already gone through all that stuff. Come on now. All right, so let me go back to the calendar. Let's see that game. We can just see Sonny Gray losing it. My God, Sonny Gray only lasted 3 innings. His ERA is 15. Not good. Next game, we lose 2-5. Not good. Jesse Hahn, he only lasted 3 1/3. Oh my goodness gracious, this is not good, boys. And we win game 3. So I want to keep on going here until we get an actual auto-fix lineups. That's the AAA squad. Don't worry about it. Here we go. So look at this. Critical situation. Street, the pitcher, is trying to close you out. Let's get a rally going. So I get to come in the bottom of the 9th with a man on third, no out, down by 1. You can either simulate to the end of the game, turn off critical situations, or actually enter the game and play it. So this makes for a real fun franchise mode. We can do a lot of things here. So let's go. So here we go, boys. Bottom of the 9th. The rally is on. Can we get the Oakland A's back in this game? What's the mascot's name? So a runner on third, no out. Now should I do the infield is back? If I just hit a ground ball up the middle, that's Ben Rivy on third. He'll fly home. Yeah, I'm aiming down, contact swing. Getting us back in this game, and a sinker. Gets in there for a strike. Not good. 0-1's the count. Now, I don't know if I'm actually... I might just be this one player. It might just be like be a pro. Am I actually controlling the entire team, or am I just one player? I don't know. I think, actually, you know what? I'm controlling the whole entire team. I can steal. There we go. Almost a wild pitch right there. You don't want to have the game tied on a wild pitch. Come on. All right, you know what? Yeah, Marisnik does not have the greatest stats. I'm just going to contact swing it. Here we go. Oh! Ooh! A foul ball hit down the third baseline. A sinker that caught a good chunk of the strike zone. I couldn't get anything on. I was early. All right, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Tooth! There it is. You think Ben Rivy can score from there? I don't know. It's going to be tough. The second baseman is going to have to come. Yeah, baby. The second baseman. I think he should have let the right fielder catch it. Jake Marisnik gets enough to loop it over the second baseman's head, and we got a tie game, baby. Oliver Rodriguez. The guy who's what? Look at his contact, his power, and his vision. It's god-awful. You know what? Maybe a substitution here. How about a pinch hitter? How about we bring in, we got Mark Hanna. And it's against a righty. Mark Hanna's great against the righties. Hell yeah. Now, hang on. Rodriguez is playing left field. So if I bring in Mark Hanna, no, you know what? I can't bring in Mark. I can, because Corey Spangenberg can play left field. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I want to head a walk-off here, boys. Olivier Rodriguez. Oh, I'm going to keep on calling him Olivier. Whatever. Mark Hanna, get your ass in here. All right, here we go. The pinch hit. So this is what I mean about Ryan Healy and Mark Hanna. There's always going to be one of them in a pinch hit situation. It doesn't matter who it is. They both hit similarly. So come on. Here we go. Look for your pitch and ding it. Good, 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 good. 1-0's the count. All right, if I can get that sinker inside, medium level again, I can dong this one. Come on. Nope. Taking that sinker low. 2-0's the count. I played a little bit last night, boys. I got my eye. Oh, shit, this guy doesn't even have a fastball. Sinker, slider, changeup. Well, good luck. Here we go. Nope. Taking that again. You ain't getting me to chase. Come on inside the strike zone. Good Lord Almighty. The fans here in Oakland, they want to see some fireworks. Here we go. Nope. Taking that. I knew it was a strike, but slider. No, it was a good slider. Caught the bottom inside part of the strike zone. I want something that just hangs. Hang it for me. Oh, change up. I was hoping it was the sinker. All right, this guy. Look at that location. He's not giving me anything to hit. It's ridiculous. All right, aim straight down. Just want to get a base hit here now. Aim straight down. Taking that. Oh my God! What a pitch. Well, this pitcher just showed me a pinch hit situation, and Mark Hanna goes down looking. Jesus. That's not good, boys. Trying to give you guys something exciting here at the end of this video. I go down looking? Good God. All right, here we go. Who is this, Jose Ramirez? All right, Ramirez. Let's see if I can get a nice little base hit with you. Taking that. Sinker. What's his stats looking like? Contact? Yeah. All right, so you know what? With Ramirez, I'm going to try to go for a Ben Rivy type hit here. All right, down and away. Let's see. Doof! There, I think I got a little bit too much of that. It's going to go right to the center fielder. Yeah, got way too much of that. So we ended up tying the game, boys, but I couldn't come through after that. Now, I want to show you something. Can you actually go to the quick manage? Because there's another way to simulate in this game. Mark Hanna's playing left field. We can't have that. Hang on. Substitution. Mark Hanna, get your ass out of there for Corey Spangenberg, who can play the outfield. So we're okay. All right. So now that that's taken care of, let's go to quick manage. Now, I think this is like... It's kind of like a little mini game where you can actually like be the manager and tell your team to do what to do on every single pitch. Let's see, quick manage. Yeah, you can. Sweet. All right, so watch this, boys. So we got Mike Morin, our relief pitcher, going up against UNL Escobar. All right, their shortstop. I can pitch around, pitch to contact, walk batter, pitching change, substitution. All right, so let's pitch to him. Let's see what happens. Ground out, beautiful. Next up, we got Caleb Cowart. His average 385. What has he done today? Can we tell? Is there any way that he's 2 for 4? Or no, okay, he's 2 for 4. Yeah, pitch. Strikeout, baby. Nice. And Simmons, their 8th. He's 0 for 3 on the day. You know what? Pitch for contact. You know what? Just pitch. Just pitch. Ground out. Beautiful. All right. So, we got out of the inning, and now we are up to bat. So, Seaman, Crush Davis, and Piscotti. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Swing. Let's see. Fly outs. Here we go. Davis, swing, fly out, damn it. Piscotti, swing, strikeout. Damn it, boys. We might be going for a while. So Mike Morin, I'll leave him in there. Pitch, ground out, beautiful. Rajah Davis, we traded him there. Pitch, strikeout. And Cameron Maben, pitch, pop out, beautiful. Next up, we got JT Realmuto. Come on, boys, come through. Swing. Pitching change. Ooh, they put in Kirby Yates. Swing. Line out, damn it. Next up, Ryan Healy. Swing. Ground out, damn it. Next up, Ben Rivy. Damn it! Man, we are sucking. All right, more. No. Mike Trout. Pitching change. Yeah, let's get someone else in there. You know what? I want this game. Let's put Doolittle in there. All right, Doolittle. Pitch. Should I pitch around him? Do I pitch Mike Trout? No, I just pitch him. Double! Fuck! I shouldn't have pitched Mike Trout. Okay, Albert Pujols now. You know what? Might as well set up the force, right? And I can pitch around Pujols and get to Cole Calhoun. Yeah, pitch around him. Pitch around him. Strikeout! We pitched around Pujols and we got the strikeout. That's beautiful. All right, Cole Calhoun, pitch to him. Or do we set up the double play? Ooh, I don't want to bring about Escobar. Ooh, what do I do? You know what? Pitch around. If we walk him, we walk him. Pitch around him. Yeah! Holy shit, Doolittle, you beast. All right, no more pitching around. You got to pitch him. All right, UNL Escobar. Do not allow a single. Ground out. Oh, my God, Doolittle, you genius. All right, we're back at number 8. Can we, you know what, maybe a bunt. Maybe a bunt by Jake. Does he have good bunts? Pinch hit? No, you know, just swing. Just swing. Ground out. Shit. Spangenberg. Swing. Okay, we got to walk here. We got to walk. Can we get something going? Jose Ramirez. Swing. Fly out. Crap. All right, you know what? I'm coming back in there. See him, and he's got some power. Let's go. Enter the game. Let's go. Oh, this is so cool how you can just transition like this. Imagine NHL had this. Whew. All right, so we got Mark. Oh, no, he's... Oh, for God's sakes, never mind. Quick manage. He's good against lefties. He's not good against righties. Swing. Pop out. I knew it. Doolittle, let's go. We're going to extras, boys. Pitch. Strikeout. Nice. Simmons. Ground out. Nice. Perez. Pinch hitter. They're bringing in Danny Espinoza. Pitch. Ground out. Yeah. All right, I'm coming in here with Davis now. Enter game. I want some pop, baby. As they bring in J.C. Ramirez and a catcher, Martin, I didn't catch his last name, whatever. So Davis, 90 for power. All I got to do is get something on this. Oh, God, he's got a 94 four-seam, though. All right, now we're going back to fastball pitchers. Here we go. Come on. Taking that. All right, always good to start off with a count like this. A walk-off in our first episode would be so epic. How great. Taking that. All right. He's missed twice. Now I'm going to get some pitches with my power hitter. Come on, crush it. Taking that. Oh, blind and plump. I want to be an ump. You got to be shitting me. You're going to give him a strike? Come on inside, you prick. Come on. Douche! I did it! Walk off! And the Oakland Athletics, they win it, baby! Yeah! Yes, the baseball gods shine upon me, boys. What a fantastic way to cap off the first episode of Franchise for MLB The Show 17. So, I'm going to get better. I'm going to figure out the screens. I'm going to figure out how to make this series work. I'm very excited. I was thinking about doing it last year, but I just didn't get started at the right time. But this game just came out. Let's do this the right way, boys. So anything and everything. If you guys didn't like the trades I made, if you thought there was a free agent out there, the lineups, the rotations, the 40-man roster, the coaches, all right? This game is so freaking deep. How should we be taking it every video? Should I simulate a month and play a game? Should I always leave the opportunities on? Oh, there's so much to talk about. So, boys, let me know, and I will see you in the next video where the French Fry Master, as the general manager, attempts to use Moneyball tactics to bring a World Series back to Oakland. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.